Hi, I am Arindam Mallick and you all are welcome on Python Programming Basic course. Our today's topic is first program in Python. I will show you how to do a code on Python. For now, first we know that how to print and how to take a input from user. For printing, we use this function, that is print function. Now for take the input, we use the input function. Okay, but input always take the string. Means if you are using this input function, by default the input function return the string as a string. Okay, but for an example, if you want to take a integer value as the input, so what you do, you just typecast. Means just typecast the value to integer, or if you want to store take a input as float, then we just typecasting. By using typecasting, we are basically take a input as our required. I will show you on a giving an example as our course are progressed. So go to our Python interpreter. This is our Python shell. Okay. So go to if you are using the Windows, I am using the Windows. Okay. But concept is same. Just open the Python shell. Okay. Our version is now I am using in this course, that is Python 3.8. Click on idle. The idle is just open in some moments. Okay. Yes, just open like Python shell. Shell is opening now. Now for printing, for an example, I give you a simple example like print like hi. We are printing like hi. Hi. Okay. So now Python not allow. Not bother. We are not bothered about in Python giving the semicolon after completion of the line. Now click on press on enter. Then hi are printed. This is the use of the print function. Now if you are trying to take an input for an example, like we take an input like a equals to, like if you are trying to want an integer value, take an input as integer. By default, this you use the for input, we are taking use this function, that is the input. Use the input function for taking the input. Here we are printing like enter value of a, right? Okay. So this if you are, there is a no is a means there is a not int. We are use the typecasting here, because this part if you are take, then a become a string, means return a this input is return value is string by default. But we are trying to take a input as integer. That's why we are typecast by using int. Then on the bracket there is an input function. Okay, means we are typecasting, means converted from string to integer. Now, press on enter. Enter the value of a. For an example, 1. Now, for printing, we are like print, then a. Press on enter, so 1 is printed. That is the thing. Now, next, I would like to show you the two program. Write a program to print the sum and subtraction of the two numbers. Then write a program to calculate the area of the triangle. So go to our Python shell. Okay. Now, for an example, I preferred you always work with a file. So for opening a new file, click on this file, then click on new file is opened. Okay, just do the code and then click on file, then save as, and you are saving this. Okay, so first you click on save as and save it like g dot like .py, means Python extension is .py. and same. Rule is same. Now I will show you the code. Now this is a code for calculate. This is a code for calculate the array, calculate the area of the circle. So we are taking the float value. That's why we are typecasting. We use the float here. That means this is a return. The input enter the radius of a circle. We are taking the input. This return the string, but we try to take an input as float value. That's why we are typecast using this float data type. Now area, this is a formula that is pi r square. That means 3.14 into areas into radius. So store in Python. Obviously we know that Python is not bother about the declaring the data type in the when we are on the compile time. Means Python interpreter is automatically assign the data type on the runtime. That's why you by default it takes at the float on the runtime. Then we print the area. Sorry. Now for run, press F5. Open our shell open. Now the radius like 4 point like 0. Press on enter. So this is our area. Successfully is printed. This is the formula. This is our code. Okay. Now I like to show you the new file. Click on new file. For an example, we take the int input enter A. Same way, we take the input as B. Means we are taking the two value, then do the sum and then now sum we have take a value variable like sum. Now for on that our logic is A plus B for doing the sum. This is a plus operator, arithmetical operator. Okay. Now for sum we are used like A minus B. Now we are print like print A, print the sum. We are printing the value of sum and then print the sub. Print the value of sub. Control S, we are saving a file and my request is please create a folder of the how much program I like to show you. Every program you must store on a file or store on a folder. It is required for this course. Okay, so please create on a folder. Here we are take a folder that is a Udemy Python basic. Okay, now store it like sum sub. Not required the .py because it's the same as type as Python file. Click on save. Now we do the F5. Enter the A value is like 2. Then B value is like 1. So 3 plus 1, that means 2 plus 1. Sum value is obviously 3. 2 minus 1, that is sub value is 1. This is a code. Okay. Thank you.